Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss hepatitis and myself Dinesh Dangar. See, as you can see here, hepatitis. While considering hepatitis, it is liver disorder. As we know that liver, what is it? It is an accessory organ which helps in detoxification of drugs, as well as it has got major role in the absorption of the food materials from the small intestine. So, while considering hepatitis, what is it? Hepatitis is basically an inflammatory disorder where hepatitis is kind of umbrella word. Under the label of hepatitis, further it can be divided into further classification. While considering hepatitis, it is generally caused by viruses, but it doesn't mean that it may not caused by any other reason. It may be caused by the certain drugs, where it includes even alcohol, due to the uses of certain chemicals, maybe because of the reactions of autoimmune diseases, and due to the certain metabolic defects or the abnormalities. So, it is an inflammation of liver, and it occurs due to the hepatotrophic viral infections as well as the excessive use of hepatotoxic drugs, which can causes the toxicity to the livers or towards the liver, and for that the major reason will be the prolonged consumption of alcohol. While considering the etiology or the classification of hepatitis, we can divide it in simply two class. One, that is depending on the causes. According to the cause, like viral hepatitis, alcoholic hepatitis, autoimmune hepatitis, and the non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, that is NAS. Other than this, we can divide into other categories also, like depending on the duration of the disease, whether it involves for less than 6 months, or if it is continued more than 6 months. If it is for less than 6 months, we can call it as acute hepatitis or acute hepatitis, where it includes acute viral hepatitis and the fulminant hepatitis. In cases of chronic hepatitis, it may be survived or continued for more than 6 months. Here, in many cases of chronic hepatitis, even the incubation period will be for almost 2 to 3 months. What is that incubation period? That means one specific viruses get enter into the body through oral route or through fecal way, right? In that cases, it may require further 6 months for its complete growth and the survival. Once it will have enough capacity to produce symptoms or the signs, then only it may attack the system or it may invade the liver. Up to till that time, it may happen that it will be in a the condition where it may not show any symptom, or it may be in inactive form also. First into that is the viral hepatitis. So in this, we can divide it further into hepatitis A, B, hepatitis C, hepatitis D, and hepatitis E, right? So it is the most common type of hepatitis and caused by the this specific hepatotrophic viruses. Depending upon again duration, as we have discussed, it can be further classified into acute as well as in form of chronic hepatitis. And here in this case of A, B, C, D, and E, hepatitis A and hepatitis E will be for shorter term or the shorter duration of time, so that we can conclude here that ANV or ANE, right, hepatitis A and hepatitis E virus can cause short term infections, whereas hepatitis B, C, and D will be for chronic time duration or for chronic disorder. While considering hepatitis A is always an acute short-term disease, BCD, as I have stated earlier, it may become ongoing and further will be carried out up to the 6 month or more than 6 months of time duration, and it will have a chronic nature. Again, E is usually again acute, but it can particularly dangerous in cases of pregnant women. There are certain other less common viruses are also available that can causes the liver disease, where it includes cytomegalovirus, that is CMV, Hops virus, rubella virus, and the Epstein-Barr virus, that is EBV. Okay, while coming to the incidences or their occurrences, we can consider that in major public health concern, almost 10 million people may be suffering from hepatitis in or throughout the world, and it is common in underdeveloped countries and the developed countries that its occurrence can be seen in children's. So here the children's are more susceptible to develop it, and the major drawback here is um, vaccination or the vaccines are available for hepatitis virus A and B only. We do not have vaccinations for next or the other types of hepatitis viruses. Here India is a hyper endemic for hepatitis A virus infection. So it is common in India, that is people may get develop hepatitis A virus. In while coming to the India, annually we can see that almost 1 to 2 lakh Indian dies due to the hepatitis B virus infection, that is HBV. See that specific classification, that is A, B, C, D, E, right? That is according or the type of the virus person may get infected, right? On that basis only this classification is given, and the duration, that is A and B, it will be for a shorter duration or for the acute term, whereas B, C and the D will be for chronic term. Here in cases of worldwide, most probably 170 million people are get infected with the hepatitis C virus, and out of this A, B, C, what I personally consider that the more dangerous one, that is hepatitis C virus. Okay, so today we will discuss with hepatitis A and hepatitis B virus. While coming to the hepatitis A, this is the most contagious virus. It can easily spread or contaminated through their carriers, or it can be transmitted very easily from one person to the another person. And in these cases, while coming to their size, it is too small, that is 27 nanometer in diameter. Again, this specific hepatitis A virus will be in non-enveloped structure, and the basic types of it, that is it is single stranded RNA virus. So it is, remember, hepatitis A virus, it is a single stranded RNA virus which includes ribonucleic acid, and further it can cause acute hepatitis with jaundice, and for jaundice you can refer my previous videos. Here it can also cause acute liver failure, and it does not cause long-term infection. In this case of hepatitis A virus infection, the most probably incubation period will be for 3 to 5 weeks with an average of 28 days, so that we can assume that within 28 days the symptoms may be or may get appeared, and it is primarily transmitted through the fecal oral route. While considering the source of infection, we can consider any a place where so much of crowding can be seen, where personal hygiene may not be maintained, where the sanitation techniques are not good, or the person used to have a contaminated food, contaminated water, selfies, and these certain persons with these subclinical infections, and food handlers, they provide food with or by the any infected person. So these are the contaminated possibilities from where exactly it can be contaminated or it can get transmitted from one to next one or the another one. Here it is more prevalent in cases of underdeveloped countries, and people who travel to developing countries even more likely to get hepatitis A virus. See, in cases of hepatitis A, it is majorly seen in childhood, and again in cases of childhood or in children's it will be mostly asymptomatic and unrecognized, and it rarely produces illness, but it may produces the lifelong immunity for diseases. Exposure to the specific hepatitis A virus infection directly in adulthood produces the disease, and it can be fatal, leading to death of the person. Next, we can add one more point over here, that is a specific type of presence of specific types of antibodies. As I have discussed earlier, there are 5 types of antibodies, that is IgG, IgA, IgM, IgG, IgD, and IgE. So it is G, A, E, M, and the D. So in this case, all those symptomatic persons will show the presence of immunoglobulin M while going through the diagnosis. Here, in many cases, hepatitis E is generally benignant, self-limiting, and has incubation period of 15 to 45 days. So that we can consider within 15 to 45 days there will be appearance of the symptoms. So here, what kinds of signs and symptoms can be seen? First, that is fatigue. Fatigue is a kind of condition where person may feel weakness throughout the day or throughout the entire period of infection. Fever may be seen, abdominal cramp or pain can be seen, nausea, next is jaundice, extreme weight loss can be observed, itching, and certain pain at the abdomen can be felt, and the anorexia can be seen. Actually, anorexia can be the result of the extreme weight loss. So the cases with extreme weight loss can be termed as a medical condition, that is anorexia. While considering the diagnosis, in cases of diagnosis, see, for remember here, in cases of that cause, the supply of again in cases of cause, the infected water, unhygienic food, or the the contaminated one food, right? They are the most cases or the conditions which can create hepatitis A virus infection. So in cases of diagnosis, the blood test will be performed, and specific 2 kinds of immunoglobulins or antibodies uh, can be seen, or their presence can be felt with the help of antibody test. In that, these two, that is IgG and IgM, will be found within the blood. Here, if the IgM antibody is present, it means it shows that acute infection is going on, or there is an acute infection. If the immunoglobulin G is present or immunoglobulin G antibodies are present, it shows that person is previously get infected and now it is immunization, or person is already developed or person has already developed immunity towards the this specific virus. Okay, next point, that is for management for hepatitis A. See, in this case, the simple one, that is person used to have a hygienic food, should have a pure water, person should go for the vaccination, and people will be taught that how the essential needs can be fulfilled, and the public health education should be provided. For here, in these cases, there are no specific drug therapies are available in cases of hepatitis A. But in this case, if person is suffering from fatigue, then person will get hospitalized. And in the cases of hospitalization, here vitamin K will be injected in cases of where PT is prolonged. What is that PT? That is the actually prothrombin time. If prothrombin time is more than 11 to 13, actually the normal range of prothrombin time, that is 11 to 13.5 seconds. If it is prolonged, then in these cases vitamin K injection will be provided, and person will be advised to have frequent feeds of high calorie and the low fat diet, and the proteins will be restricted. Here the IV fluids and the electrolyte replacement therapy can be done, so that nutritious value can be maintained throughout the body or inside the body throughout the treatment. In cases of frequent vomiting, certain antiemetic drugs can be prescribed. So that is all about hepatitis A virus. Now we will move ahead with next point, that is hepatitis B. In this case of hepatitis B, it can produce acute as well as the chronic infection. See, hepatitis A was virus with small size and the single stranded RNA, whereas here hepatitis B is double stranded and the spherical DNA virus. So remember the differences between hepatitis A, which was RNA virus, hepatitis B is DNA virus. Here, acute hepatitis B infection may last up to 6 months with or without symptom also, and the infected persons are able to pass this virus during this specific time. So here we can consider one who is suffering from hepatitis B, again without symptom, can act as a carrier, which further contaminated or contaminate their surroundings or their family members or the near ones. So here the main drawback is that in many cases the symptoms may not get appear. Here in this case, it has got certain specific antigen on this specific virus, and that we will again discuss in the next slide. Here, the chronic hepatitis B is defined as the persistence of that is hepatitis B S antigen for more than 6 months or more after the acute infection with hepatitis B virus. See, we will have these three types of antigen with hepatitis B virus, right? When we can call that the person is in a chronic stage, in that case this specific antigen will be continued in their blood, or it can be felt by the blood test, and it can be determined on the basis of the results of blood test that person is suffering from hepatitis B virus due to the presence of this specific antigen. Here the incubation period will be for 2 to 5 months. Here hepatitis B virus is a complex structure with 3 specific distinct antigens. So what is that antigen? Actually it will be present on the or their outer cell. Virus has got certain cell or the covers, right? On that specific cover, this specific antigen or this specific foreign particle will be there on its side. So it is hepatitis B core antigen, hepatitis B surface antigen, and an independent protein that circulates into the blood, that is hepatitis B E antigen. Right? Remember these three antigen that can be seen in hepatitis B virus, that is HBsAg, that is hepatitis B core antigen, hepatitis B surface antigen, and an independent protein, that is hepatitis B E antigen. While considering the transmission, it generally get transmitted through the sexual contacts or unhygienic sexual intercourse. In this case, it is recognized as STD, that is sexually transmitted diseases. and it is much more infectious than the HIV virus. While considering the further mode of transmission, it can get transmitted through parenteral administration of drug, through the parenterally, or through the venous, or through the blood transfusions. In this case, many hospital workers even exposed to the infected blood. In cases of pregnancy, or in cases of a mother to child while birth, and as we have stated earlier, that is unprotected sexual act, and the sharing of the needles in cases of drug addicts. So these are the ways that can transmit hepatitis B virus from the patient to a healthy person. And generally, this virus does not kill the hepatocytes, that is the cells which are present in liver, but they get killed by our immune system itself. So hepatitis, remember, hepatitis B virus won't kill those liver cells, but our own immune system will itself kill or degrade the specific cells, because those cells are infected and they are further injured by the hepatitis B virus. And these hepatocytes contain the antigen on the surface of the cell. And they, while considering their occurrence, it can occur at any time or any age, and mostly seen with young adults throughout the world. And the major cause, that is liver cirrhosis and the hepatocellular carcinoma. Okay, next, going into the sign and symptoms. Person may have abdominal pain and dark urine, fever, may be suffering from the joint pain, loss of appetite, and it can lead further extreme weight loss with anorexia. Nausea and vomiting can be seen. Nausea, a kind of morning sickness where person may have a, or they used to feel like vomiting sensation or the sensation of the vomit, right? Next is the fatigue, that person may feel restlessness for a day or throughout the treatment, and the jaundice, right? So these are the sign and symptoms for HBV, that is hepatitis B virus. Next is diagnosis. While considering the diagnosis, most probably those blood tests will be performed which are adjacent to the liver or the blood parameters. In this case, certain blood tests will be performed where it includes AST, that is aspartate aminotransferase. Next is ALT, that is alanine transferase. ALP, that is alkaline phosphatase. Next is GGT, that is gamma glutaraldehyde transferase. Next is certain serum proteins. Next is PT, that is the prothrombin time. Next is the urine bilirubin content can be measured. Urinary urobilinogen can be done or can be tested, and the total serum bilirubin level can be checked. In cases of serological test, certain tests can be performed for specific presence of antigen or the antibodies, like in that case hepatitis B virus surface antigen test. Next is anti hepatitis B surface antigen. Next is for HBeAg, that is hepatitis B antigen. Next is anti hepatitis B antigen, anti HBe immunoglobulin M assay. Next is anti HBe IgG, that is the complex antigen antibody complex, and the HBV genotyping can be checked. And in many cases liver ultrasounds or the certain sonography will be performed with the help of the transient elastography, which shows the the extent of liver damage. See here, while considering the specific techniques, that is elastography, it provides or it measures the elastic properties and the stiffness of liver. In this case, it can be measured it very accurately with the help of elastography. So this technique is very much essential, and it is needed in cases of hepatitis B virus infection. Further, the tissues or the sample specimens can be collected, or sample tissues can be collected from the liver, that is named as biopsy techniques can be used, and certain fibro tests can be performed for further analysis of hepatitis B virus. Okay, management. See, while considering the management, here it indicates mostly it will be provided or indicated in cases of severe hepatitis and in cases of liver failure, where in cases of acute infection generally vitamin supplements will be provided and the nutritious values will be counted or encountered. Here is major treatment option in cases of acute hepatitis B virus, and the person will be advised to avoid alcohol. In cases of chronic hepatitis B, certain drugs, that is the nucleoside and the nucleotide analogs such as tenofovir, adinofovir and lemivudine can be used. See, these drugs are generally used, they are the acyclovir, they comes to the acyclovir, or the other drugs which can be used in treatment of AIDS will be recommended here in cases of hepatitis B virus. Even interferons are used. See, these interferons are basically groups of signaling proteins, and which is made and released by the host cells in reference to the presence of viruses. So here we can consider interferon as a signaling molecule or specific responses towards the viruses by the immune mechanism. And again, this interferons that is naturally released from the cells has got ability to interfere with the viral proliferation. In initial stages, the proliferation of virus, that is the further multiplication, right, it can get inhibited with the help of interferon. So interferons are the basically protein products or the made through the biotechnological aspects, and in this case intron A and the PEG intron will be provided to the patient, and as in last option, person will be advised to have liver transplantation in cases of chronic hepatitis B. Okay, so today we have discussion on, or what we have discussed already, that is started with the hepatitis, a kind of inflammatory condition of liver, right, due to the viral infection or the excessive use of the hepatotoxic drugs and due to the prolonged consumption of alcohol. We have gone through the classification according to the cause. We can classify into viral, neonatal, and on the basis of duration we can consider it acute hepatitis and the chronic hepatitis, where acute hepatitis may be for less than 6 months, whereas in the cases of next, that is chronic hepatitis, may involve the entire time duration, that is more than 6 months, right. In the cases of viral hepatitis, we had a discussion on hepatitis A and hepatitis B with their introduction, transmission, symptom and the management view. So this is all about the today's class. Thank you very much.